We have billionaire Larry Fink saying that based on all the new medicines that have been created, people are living longer. He said that the retirement age of 65 was created when people were living to only be 67, but now people are reaching 90 years old. So let's hear what he had to say out of his own mouth.
The whole concept of we're aging, we're all living longer. And I think one of the big narratives, if I have to reflect in 2023, was the miracles of medicine. When we talk about the drugs like Ozempic and all the different weight loss drugs, how that is extending life. It's conquering kidney disease and liver disease and heart disease and joint disease. And then there are new medicines now for dementia that extends life. So if you think about the miracles of technology and how it transforms our lives and extends our life, there is not a dialogue in America or most places about can we afford that longevity. And our entire retirement system was based on statistics that were created 50 years ago, whereby most Americans retired between 60 and 62 then, but most Americans then passed away at 67. And today, statistically, a couple 60 years old in good health, one of them is going to live over 90. And so the other question is, should we reevaluate how we work and how long we work? Because we all need purpose in life. And in most people find purpose, obviously, maybe with their grandchildren, their children, their community. Many people find purpose in their jobs. Mm-hmm. And the thought of retiring at 60 with 30 more years or a 30-year life in front of you, we need to have a dialogue. We need to have a conversation.
Stampede family, this man is a billionaire. So he thinking from a billionaire mindset. But raising the retirement age will be horrible for African Americans because most aren't able to pay for the medical expenses he's talking about. In a Senate hearing, it was said that most African Americans pay into Social Security their whole lives and never reach 65 to enjoy it. Most are gone by 64. Here's the receipts from that Senate hearing.
This is all a scam. I mean, we got people that's getting ready to retire that's going to try to live off $2,000 to $3,000. Impossible. It's impossible. Because what happens, it comes up here, we spend it. We're $35 trillion in debt. We don't have any money. We're dead broke. And then taxpayers have $2 trillion in credit card debt. We are in huge trouble. In this body, we had better start figuring that out because we're going to have a run on this city here soon, and there's going to be about 150 million people coming up here saying, where's our damn money that we paid in? I could have put my Social Security money, 40 years, in tax, in the market, and probably be worth 8 to 10 million today. But the federal government wasted it. So I'll get off my high horse there. But it's good that we have this because we got, I get a little pension check from education. I was part of a union. It's not going to help people. People are going to have to continue to work longer and longer. Am I right, Ms. Ginger? Can you say something about Social Security and it being taxed for some reason? We're taxing people for the second time on the Social Security that they put into an account.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out when Social Security was first founded, those who established it, it was started out as a 2% tax, and they said this will never take more than 6% of your income. Today it takes 12.4%, and depending on whether you go with CBO or Social Security trustees, it needs to take between 15.8 and 17.5%. So we're talking about thousands of dollars more per year. It also was actually only originally recommended that the tax be up to $66,000, equivalent in today's dollars of earnings. But over time, it has expanded massively, and the money has been spent every year. So whereas everybody thinks this money's been set aside for me, no, for the past 13 years, every dollar that has gone out of workers' paychecks has gone immediately to pay promised benefits. And that's what happens when you have a system that enables those in charge of it to spend the money in the immediate term and leave the buck to the next generation that's coming along. And because Social Security has grown so much, it's actually to the detriment of lower income workers in particular who have to pay such a large share of their paycheck to Social Security, they have little left to save for retirement. And then lower income and African American workers have the lowest life expectancies. And then lower income and African American workers have the lowest life expectancies. So they are the most likely to get nothing back in return. 1 out of 4 African American men will die between the ages of 45 and 64 after having paid into this system for decades, tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they might get nothing back.
So did y'all hear that? The retirement age is 65. Most African American men only live to be 64. But this guy is saying to raise the age even higher than 65. So what effect will that have on the African American community? You guys leave a comment and tell me what's on your mind. What's your opinion about that situation? And on that note, I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds to put your fingerprint on that like button. Subscribe if you want to stampede with the Stampede family, and y'all hit that notification button so you can get a notification of the next Stampede gathering. Always remember, we moving forward, never backward.